So I just arrived in the tropical rainforest and I'm looking for the best place to build a golf course, you know, it's going to make me a lot of money. So start looking. Hello, I didn't know that this place had natives living in it. I was never informed that there were going to be natives in the area, so when we spotted them, this came as quite the shock to me and my cameraman. They spoke fluent English as they were visited by a group of Christian missionaries in the 1980s, and on top of that they were given clothes by them, so this was a blessing in itself as we didn't have to see them running around naked in the forest. My name is Steve, I'm a researcher, it's nice to meet you.
I'm Joe.
I'm Carter.
Okay.
Here, I'll take you to our village.
Okay, sounds good. I was reluctant to visit their village at first, as he told me that they had eaten all the last Westerners who had visited.
Welcome to our village.
Hi, I'm Bob.
I'll let Carter and Bob give you a tour of this beautiful village.
This is the cocoa tree. It is a very important tree for our tribe. It has many uses like treating fevers, anxiety, fatigue, coughs, burns, and even cuts, thanks to the more than 150 chemicals found in the leaves, seeds, fruit, and bark. That's why the Olmecs, Mayans, and Aztecs used this tree so much for all their illnesses. We were told by missionaries that this plant was brought to Europe some 500 years ago to help deal with things like kidney stones.
I was expecting you to say it would taste good, but I guess how it works too. What I really want to know is, how does this get spread around? I mean, this looks pretty heavy. I don't think the wind's going to be carrying that around.
The seeds are spread by other animals. Both the color and delicious pulp of the pods attract different animals, from monkeys to birds, but since the seeds aren't so tasty, the animals will discard the seeds of the Theobroma cocoa, which will then grow where they are protected from the winds and harsh sunlight by other taller trees, where they will continue to live under the large tree's shelter.
There's even a relationship between this tree and several species of midges, which are the tree's main pollinators. This tree strives from using the perks of its surroundings, although it gets used as home by many insects and fungi, which infect anywhere from the tree's roots to its buds. Caterpillars and larvae will eat the leaves, while other insects will be moving into the rooting cups. But enough of this, we should go see the Amazon River.
Alright, sounds good. This is the Amazon River. Oh boy, is it ever hot around here. I'm dying to go for a swim right now.
I wouldn't suggest it. There's piranhas in there. If it's one piranha alone, you'll be fine, but if it was a group of piranhas, it won't end too well for you. They would probably eat you, just like we ate our last visitors.
Why do you guys keep mentioning eating your last visitors?
They said something about Macs being a cult and saying their Toshibas were some brilliant pieces of technology.
That's justifiable then.
Yeah. I guess that's enough for today. We'll resume tomorrow.
So could you tell me more about this area? Like how often it rains and things like that?
Well, the average rainfall is no less than 168 centimeters and can exceed 1,000 centimeters, although the average is around 190 centimeters. The large amounts of rain usually causes flooding, which will strip the area of its topsoil, forcing the environment to create more. You could also consider this a secondary succession.
And the temperature?
It really gets hot around here, maybe 34 degrees Celsius, and hardly drops below 20. The humidity between 77 and 88%.
Well, if someone were to come and, I don't know, clear part of the forest, how well would things be able to grow back?
You mean how well do farmers do in this region?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, farmers will cut down areas of trees where they will obviously plant their crops. These crops will thrive for a few years until the soil becomes infertile. The infertility forces farmers to move to a new area, which is when secondary succession goes to work and begins to refertilize the soil for the small plants and trees to start growing. Then hundreds of years, it's like nothing can even happen in the area.
So you're saying grass won't survive here?
Pretty much. Why are you asking?
I was just wondering.
Oh.
It was starting to become clear that I had other intentions than just research, so I started asking them random questions to avoid being eaten.
This is when I realized that this businessman was not here for the reasons he explained to us. Unfortunately, he didn't encounter the Howler's monkey, a ferocious creature that uses his tail as a third leg. I'm sure that would have scared him away.
So Carter, could you tell me more about your medicinal plants?
Of course, this is the clavilla herb, which is a perennial herb which is used to kill viruses, bacteria, and parasites. We were told that many active compounds were found in this plant, like triterpenes, proteins, flavonoids, alkaloids, and steroids.
Well, does this plant have any protection for itself?
Well, yeah, it contains a group of amino acid based on proteins called MAPS to protect itself from viruses.
Sounds like an incredible plant.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty cool that this herb came out with its own defense. Are there any other plants in the area that can do the same?
Yeah, I'll bring you.
Alright.
It's a wiry palm tree. It has an incredible defense system. These 2-inch spines pop out of the bottom of the trunk. If being impaled by one of these isn't dangerous enough, they're coated in lichens and microbes, which will surely lead to a very serious infection if it punctures your skin.
This is all very fascinating. I'm very happy that I came to visit your forest. However, sadly, my time here is done and I must now return to where I came from. However, this experience has really changed my life. Thank you.
Thank you.
As I was leaving, I realized how the entire forest worked together in an incredible way. I call it climax community. I define it as a biological community of both plants and animals, where through loss of time and going through natural selection, the ecosystem has reached a steady state where, although it looks uncontrolled, all organisms' actions are carrying out specific roles. This is Steve, and thanks for watching.